Donald Trump thinks that his supporters are stupid. And that's not just me trying to figure out. No, that is according to Donald Trump himself. He believes that his supporters are too stupid to understand what he's doing, and they're just stupid because you're somehow getting hurt by the horrible policies that I am implementing. And Trump took to Truth Social this week to attack a particular group of his supporters, the cattle ranchers, to let them know that you guys are just not bright enough to understand how smart he is. Now, for the backstory of this, of course, for those of you who have not been paying attention, it is with regard to Donald Trump allowing more beef imports to come into the United States from Argentina, pissing off the cattle ranchers because, of course, they don't want competitors. Beef prices are at an all-time high, but also profits for the beef industry are going up. So it's not necessarily just a supply and demand issue, like there's more demand than supply, so the prices go up. That's part of it, sure, but it's also because, as usual, businesses say, well, if we have to raise prices by this much, what if we tack on a little extra? Sorry, that's just what businesses do. You guys have to deal with it as consumers. So it's pretty crappy on everybody's front. But the cattle ranchers came out this week through their various trade organizations and union groups, and they blasted his decision to bring in more beef imports, saying it's not safe. You know, we've got the best beef in the world. We overwhelmingly supported Trump. Why are you doing this to us? So Trump responded this week, and he said this on Truth Social. The cattle ranchers, who I love, don't understand that the only reason they are doing so well for the first time in decades is because I put tariffs on cattle coming into the United States, including a 50% tariff on Brazil. If it weren't for me, they would be doing just as they've done for the last 20 years. Terrible. It would be nice if they would understand that, but they also have to get their prices down because the consumer is a very big factor in my thinking also. In addition to everything else, tariffs on other countries saved our cattle ranchers. Okay, now let's address all of the falsehoods in Trump's post, which is pretty much every single word he said. The tariffs are actually the reason why cattle ranchers are having to raise prices on Americans, because they're no longer able to sell overseas. For example, China recently struck a deal, and I've talked about this in the past, with Australia. They used to get a ton of beef from the United States. But because of the reciprocal tariffs, yada yada, all that, China's like, screw it. Australia, hey, you're even closer. We know you guys actually have some really good quality beef too. Let's just do that. And Australia said, absolutely. Here you go. Boom. New trade deal. So American cattle ranchers lost a massive market and a lot of money. And so you could see that's where they started jacking the prices up for the U.S. because we got to make up for that income somewhere, right? So kind of crappy on them. But, you know, again, if you're a business, you want to make a profit, you got to make up losses, blah, blah, blah. But Trump's tariffs are hurting these people. They're doing worse under him. And they're doing worse under him because of him. It's not circumstances beyond Trump's control. It's literally the circumstances that he created for them that is causing them to do so poorly. I actually, on social media, on Instagram, I do follow a couple butchers, and they ship nationwide. And recently, after what happened in September, they all kind of came out as like MAGA. And then last night, I was scrolling through, I saw the same company again, and posted a video pissed off at Trump now. Like, only 2 videos they've done that weren't, here's how we, the portions of meat you get, whatever. One was on Charlie Kirk, and now this one on, wow, Trump, you've screwed us over. So, kind of interesting to see that massive change. But again, y'all did vote for this. And again, farmers in general, ranchers, all of them, that entire agriculture industry, y'all went through hell during his first 4 years. You suffered during his first 4 years. And yet most of you voted for him 3 times. It's like if somebody says, don't put your hand in the bear trap, you're going to get hurt, and you do it anyway. So we get you out of the bear trap, and we're like, all right, just please don't put your hand back in the bear trap. You remember how bad it hurt last time? And they're like, oh, yeah, but I just want to see if it still hurts. Ow! Oh my God, the bear trap's back on me. So, okay, we take the bear trap off you a second time, and we're like, for the love of God, don't put your hand back in the bear trap a third time. It's hurt you both times. Okay? We can't keep bailing you out like this. Okay, but I'm going to stick my hand back in it. No, darn it, it hurts so bad. Why does it hurt? Why would the bear trap do this to me? And at that point, it's like, you know what? You just have a bear trap on you now. You just live with that. We warned you. We helped you. We tried to educate you. But by God, you wanted to stick your hand in the bear trap. Get it off yourself. Maybe you don't share my mentality on that. But honestly, that is where I am now. There's only so many times we can take whatever body part it is of theirs out of the bear trap. There's only so many times we can tell them to stop putting it in the bear trap. At some point, they have to realize they screwed up, they got themselves into this mess, and they have to take responsibility for it.